What up everyone, Kyle here. Welcome to this glorious freezing Illinois day. It's like 32 degrees. Got the garage door shut, the house door open to kind of get some heat in here. But today we're working on the reverse lights. They're not even getting hooked up to my reverse lights. They're mainly just gonna be an upfitter switch. So basically they are, don't tailgate me lights. Just kidding. But really, so they're gonna be going in right in here, one on each side. Exclusively hooked up to an upfitter switch. I ordered the Baja reverse light kit. Turned out I didn't want them activating with my reverse lights on because I got the S2 Pros. 3,000 lumens of light every time you put it in reverse is going to get real annoying to everyone really quickly. So went ahead and bought different wires, as you'll see, to make them exclusively go up to the upfitter switch so I can turn my reverse lights on without blinding everyone behind me. So front fog lights are already completed. Now it's time for the back, so let's get going. So here's where it gets a little difficult because I'm gonna have to feed my wires through and get it all set up. So these, I already flipped them over. Yeah, so it looks like I'll just hang up like that. That won't be too bad. So as you kind of saw me kind of messing with it, it's not quite flush. The kit does include spacers, so you can set the things flush against the back. This little thing here is curved. That metal piece, it's curved, so the bracket for your light won't sit flush. Use the spacer, and then it will sit perfectly flush for you. And then I'll just hand tighten them for now. Because I'm going to want them to spin and stuff, because I won't be able to, like this side, as you can see, I can barely fit my finger between the bracket and the exhaust tip, so I want to be able to spin it, tighten it, spin it, tighten it, so then the light is able to be tightened down correctly without having, without it being loose, because those are kind of hard to get to. Alright, time to put the lights on. To me, this is always the most difficult, trying to get, because these they're like little locking washers, but they're not really locking. They just have grooves on them to dig into any metal. These go on the inside, so it goes bolt, the light kind of locking washer, whatever it is, and the light goes on the inside of that. So it's always hard to kind of match up the holes. So with this, just take your time, and the first one's always the easiest, because you can kind of bend it moving around, but then after that, the second one is more difficult. So, like I said, just take your time, get it right. Don't fully tighten it down, because you still want to be able to adjust the up and down, and then just go from there. So. So I'm starting to run the wires now. This would be a lot easier by removing the spare. I'm not going to, because why not? But there is wires that run right underneath the spare up here. I'm gonna try to run them with that. But then the spare is just kind of in the way. It'll just take longer. I'm still gonna get the same result. It's coming along. One thing I did notice is my exhaust isn't square. It's almost touching that one and not this one. I can put my finger in between it. It's gonna be annoying. Hopefully I don't get a rattle or anything like that. I'll have to figure out something. But I'm sure I'll make it work. I'll get it figured out, but wires coming along. Haven't quite figured out how I want to run them. I want to look as clean as possible and run them with factory wires if I can. But obviously if I don't have enough length, if I can't find any factory wires close enough, I'll just make do with what I got. So that's it. Now, most of the work now is going to be underneath the truck running wires. I'm probably going to work backwards, forward, run all the wires, connect everything, and then connect them to the upfitter switch. That way I know I ran them right and I have enough room and things like that. So working back to front. It won't take me too long. I don't see a couple hours maybe, as long as I don't run into anything. So, or if this guy keeps me from doing any work. Come on, bud. So this is how I'm running them. As you can see, I'm underneath the truck. I put it through that little hole there. I ran it along the side. There's the exhaust hanger through the hole, up over the exhaust hanger around the side. And then I'm gonna put that there. And you can see these factory wires up here. I'm gonna run them along with that. Run along to the other side, as you can see, the other side through top of the exhaust hanger and up. I'm not gonna go up and I could go up and over, I guess, or I could just run it down the side here. Actually, it'd probably be cleaner because Ford does have factory wires going up and over. So I'll probably go up and over like that, but then and then run it to the other side. Still need to make up my mind because there's all these factory wires here and they keep it away from any type of heat from the exhaust. So still decisions. I got time to figure it out, but yeah, that's, if you move the spare out of the way, it'd be easier. Just run it right over the top of everything. So I know you don't have to, but to be safe and sorry, I'd go ahead and tape all these connections. You don't have to, obviously, but worst case scenario, some water getting there and you short it, or it comes apart. Like I said, this is like just me being so crazy, but I'd rather make sure that if anything is wrong, I know it's not these and it's something I did versus something the company did. So just takes a little bit of time to tape these up. I'm going to do it to each connection. I did it on the front, so it should be fine. Alright, got that done. So as you can see, here's my connection. I'll go into here. I went ahead and pulled it back this way so I could get this taped because that's going to be up above the spare tire. Because I knew that one would be the hardest to tape up later. So I'm doing that one first. Not connecting anything else right now. I'm just going to keep running the wires, but that one I knew if I didn't do it now, then it would be horrible to do it later. Wires. Oh, jeez. Really? Don't lay on me. So I went through that hole, up there, up over the spare. I'm just gonna slide down. It went up on top of there and over. So on top of the frame rail and over. Should be able to see it poking out, right? So there was that last wire you saw. Goes up through there. On the other side of this. And then I had to go down the frame rail here. I'll clean this up a little bit more. Still a little looser than I want. Just down through there. Put it up on top of this and up. And as you can see, it's tucked in real nicely up there. Got clips some zip ties. Hey, bud. And then up to the up there switches. I have a buddy. Yeah, so there it is. All right, so I got them wired up. It's not perfect, but I had to incorporate my old ground to the new one. I'm gonna hide that wire a little bit better. It's just hooked up for now. We'll see if it works. Let's try these out. I did it right. Upfitter 6 should light up. 6 on. Oh, I see light back there. Oh yeah. They are on. Working. Gotta line them up a little bit more. They're putting out a lot of light. Nice. So they do work. Sweet. They are tightened down. This one does touch, which if I get any rattle, I'll work with that again. But we will see. I'll turn the lights off. These lights off. turn the truck on and see how much light they actually put out. This is with the lights off. You see straight at that wall. They do throw light pretty wide as well. Still see them all the way over there. Good, but definitely did not want these turning on every time the reverse lights turned on. Think about how annoying that would be. It would just be blinding to everyone. But it does throw light, a good light pattern behind. You can see them on that wall there. So if I'm off-roading or anything like that, definitely. So I'm gonna turn the truck on and see if that side gives me a rattle or not. Got this hooked up. No bolts are glowing. No bolts are glowing. Nothing's hot. So means the ground is correct. Gosh, those things are bright. They are nice. Alright guys, so there it is. They're in, they're tight. Need a few more zip ties. Actually ran out of zip ties. I have some white ones, but I'd rather just keep them black. Gotta fix a little bit of slack here and there, but they're in, they work. Rear lights are done. Don't know how many more lights. I'm still keeping the two 15 amp upfitter switches done. I mean, a light bar across the front here would look pretty nice. I originally wanted one up top, but I don't know, that might stand out too much. But throwing one behind the grill or up on the bumper here, they wouldn't get in the way of anything, and they'd still throw a ton of light out front with, if I were to go off-road or something. Maybe a chase rack. Obviously I still don't know yet. Chase rack with a light that can go forward or backwards. That would probably be the best of both worlds, and that would give me a ton of light backwards if I want. But there it is. Reverse lights are in. Obviously they don't work with the taillights, but I didn't want them to. I didn't want them to turn on every time I'd back up or anything. So there it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed the little install video. See y'all soon.